Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Please like, subscribe and share our channel if you like.
A new study by University of East Anglia warns the last remaining habitat for several endangered bird species in Europe could reduce by up to 50% in the next century as farmers convert land to more profitable crops and may increase demand for products such as olive oil and wine. Low-intensive agriculture practice created semi-natural agro-steppes that hold important populations of great bustards, little bustards, rollers, and other risk-at bird species. In the early 2000s, several of these sites were designated as special protection areas for birds conservation and are part of the EU Natura 2000 network of priority areas for conservation. Researchers at the University of East Anglia and University of Lisbon assessed the effectiveness of Natura 2000, the world's largest protected area network, at conserving Western Europe's agro-steppe over a 10-year period. The regions in Liberia studied hold approximately a third or 14,000-15,000 of world's population of great bustards. Agro-steppes are characterized by the cultivation of cereal in a low-intensity rotating system. These low-yield farmlands are being converted predominantly to permanent and irrigated crops, which dramatically changes the open landscapes that provide resources for important bird populations. Traditional olive groves and vineyards are occasionally used for feeding or resting by great bustards, little bustards, or sand grouses. But the modern version of these and other permanent crops are intensively managed and inadequate for such birds. If the current market pressure on agro-steppe habitat conversion is maintained, it may decline 20% by 2050 and 40% by 2110. Decline will be more severe if the demand for products derived from permanent or irrigated crops continue to increase. For example, with high demand for Mediterranean products such as olive oil and wine, agro-steppes with the SPAs may soon be the only areas left to be converted. Natura 2000 network may have helped prevent losses of approximately 36,000 hectares of agro-steppe habitat in Iberia. However, of the 21 spas, 4 in Portugal and 17 in Spain and surrounding area survey agro-steppe area losses occurred across all sites. They were 45% lower inside Natura 2000 compared to non-protected areas. Although Natura 2000 sites still lost over 35,000 hectares of agro-steppe habitat in 10 years, an area that could hold more than 500 great bustards. The Natura network is the centerpiece of Europe's biodiversity conservation strategy and has enabled an important comeback of a very diverse range of mammals and birds, including the great bustards and the lesser kestrel. However, it is important to consider why losses occurred when within these protected sites. The researchers suggest that weak enforcement of the restriction imposed by the protected area network, insufficient incentives to warrant the operations of armor, and short-term habitat conservation measures are likely to affect the success of Natura 2000 sites in the protection of the other key habitats throughout Europe, especially in human-dominated landscapes where conservation may often compete with economic activities. Nonetheless, it is crucial to develop new agricultural methods and improve agricultural productivity to feed an increasing human population. This should reduce pressure on the conversion of natural habitats into new agricultural areas. However, at the same time, we also need to allocate large areas of land to less intensive agricultural methods where human activities are compatible with the persistence of wider countryside species and deliver a variety of ecosystem services and resilience. Finding this balance is a challenge for humanity, according to researchers. The researchers also warn that the greater farmland conversions outside protected sites may transform the remaining agro-steppe into isolated islands restricted to protected areas with low population connectivity. Maintaining connectivity is important for population viability and to facilitate dispersal, which is particularly significant in light of climate change. Moreover, they add that in agro-steppe and other human-dominated landscapes, farmers may have to diversify their economic activities to remain economically viable, a process that should be funded by agro-environment financial methods.